When it rains, it pours, and it looks like Vin Diesel is up next to the chopping block. Let's talk about it. This story comes via Vanity Fair. The suit is being filed by a one Miss Asta Jonathan, former personal assistant for Vin Diesel. The suit also alleges that the incident occurred September 2010. You can pause to read, but it says, the long and short of it says that she works with the actor in Atlanta on an location in Atlanta where Fast Five was in production. It also says she was a recent school program graduate and her responsibilities included organizing parties, accompanying Mr. Diesel to the parties, and ensuring that she was in close physical proximity to him in case photographs were taken of him with women when he attended events without his longtime girlfriend. Trigger warning because this can get kind of graphic and I'm not going to be able to say everything. But it alleges that in September 2010, Miss Jonathan was asked to wear a Diesel suit at the St. Regis Hotel while he entertained hostesses he had brought back from a club. Once the other women were gone, the lawsuit claims that Mr. Diesel grabbed Miss Jonathan's wrist, one with each of his hands, and pulled her onto the bed. She asked him to stop, escaped his grasp, and waited by the front door of the suite for him to leave. I'm not going to read this because it gets kind of graphic and I don't want to get a content violation, but you can pause to read. It goes into details of the violation that Mr. Diesel is alleged to perform on this woman, the things that he did, the unwanted touching, things of that nature. Again, you can pause and read. It's kind of graphic, trigger warning. Now, hours after the incident, the suit alleges that Mrs. Samantha Vincent, who is Vin Diesel's sister and president of One Race, which is their production company, called Mrs. Jonathan to terminate her employment after less than 2 weeks on the job. Mrs. Jonathan feels like she was used as an object, and this demolished her self-esteem and made her question her own skills and whether a successful career would require her to trade her body for advancement. She also goes on to say that this was not the first inappropriate incident that occurred while she worked for Diesel. Again, you can pause and read, but the long and short of it is she has claims of sexual battery, discrimination on the basis of gender, intentional infliction of emotional distress, a hostile work environment, wrongful termination, and retaliation. It also accuses Diesel and his production of an attempted cover-up and states that Ms. Jonathan has suffered and continues to suffer humiliation, emotional distress, and mental and physical pain and anguish. She also says she maintained her silence over these past 13 years because she had signed a non-disclosure agreement. The suit also says that she's now able to file the claim thanks to the Speak Out Act, which prevents the enforcement of non-disclosure agreements in instances of sexual assault and harassment in California. So far, there's been no response from Vin Diesel's camp. Vanity Fair reached out to him. No comments so far. So what do you guys think? Do you think that this is something that Vin Diesel did, or is it a money grab? Comment below.